Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and this is going to be a kind of special edition. Um, if you guys have been watching anything in the news, I know some of the news isn't even reporting on it, but there appears to be a coup attempt right now in Russia. This is going to be a very interesting weekend. Um, I know that I've titled this video, Is It Go Time? I'm going to go up front and not waste time and say, maybe, probably not. But this is a weekend. I definitely wouldn't cancel any plans or anything along those lines. I don't think we're quite to that area, but this is pretty significant. So, what I mean by that is usually what you do is you read something in, some sort of online forum, chat, uh, message board, or some sort of thing like that, and then you wait usually about 2 to 3 days, and you let everything kind of pan out. Usually, somebody put something out. Usually, within the first day or so, you start getting either if this is something that is false, that somebody's just trying to clickbait, get money, whatever, start up something. Something's obviously propaganda, or you start seeing pictures, videos, other things that really go through and give that rumor or statement or whatever some validity that it actually is true. Now, I kind of saw some things last night where they were already sitting there saying that there might be a coup attempt. And I do my due diligence where I kind of follow along, but I was going to wait for those couple of days. Well, it hasn't really even been 12 hours, and there's already some very big things that are happening that really give this thing a validation. You are starting to see pictures and videos that are confirming it. You had Putin go through and make a video release, say, giving this that this is actually what's happening. So you got to look at this, and you got to keep your emotions in check. That's very, very important in any sort of high stress scenario or event or whatnot. Leave your emotions at the door. So, keeping politics, religion, keeping everything out of that and looking at this from every angle. Is this true that there's a coup attempt? Maybe. It very well may be true. You may have some infighting going on to where you have the group of the Wagners that, for whatever the reason is not happy with the current situation. Therefore, they're going to go and fight, their battle. You also got to remember, though, that the Wagner group is mercenaries. Therefore, they really don't have allegiance. They have money. So whoever the highest bidder is kind of who they fight for. So there's a lot at play with this. And you also have to look at the other side. This all might be planned on the Russian side. If I take and have infighting, and I'm going to covertly move something here, this is a really great distraction here. Or if I am going to tactically strike somewhere, I want my people out. I want my allies out of that area so you don't get friendly fire. Now, is any of that true? I don't know. Time's going to tell. We're going to see how this plays out, and we're going to watch it. If you are a part of a MAG tribe, some sort of group, anything like that, I would have somebody probably be the designated person to keep an eye on this. This is not a thing. If you have a trip to the zoo going on or anything like that, I don't think that this is going to have any serious effect on the United States over the weekend. Now, with this happening over the weekend, you really want to keep an eye on it just to see what unshakes, out of all this. This will probably have the markets kind of go a little haywire on Monday. You will probably see a lot of stocks kind of fall. You will probably see a lot of precious metals go up. You're going to see a lot of reactions all over the place. You'll probably see fuel prices rise and things like that. Not a financial advisor. Take that for what you will. Just my opinion. But you really should probably take and try and keep an eye on this. Every couple hours, check in, see what's going on. This is extremely dangerous if a lot of this kind of plays out. If this is true that this is a coup attempt, I am not pro anybody in this. I don't have a dog in this fight. So my thing though is if you have a armed mercenary group actually attempting a coup and succeeding, then to have a person that has no loyalty to anybody, any country, anything, they are for the highest bidder. I personally do not want them in charge of the largest stockpile of nuclear weapons. So, whatever the outcome, I don't want to see that coup attempt win. That probably is a very worst case scenario. But you also got to look too, any attack against the largest stockpile of nuclear weapons, you don't want to back that person into a corner either. Remember, if you've paid attention to a lot of this, Putin has said any attack on the homeland would really bring in his consideration to tactical nuclear weapons. They are in Russia right now. I think right now, the last I saw them, they are moving towards Moscow. They're about 3 hours away. There's a lot of pictures coming out that they have pretty much locked Moscow down. I read a rumor that Putin has evacuated Moscow. There's rumors that he's in St. Petersburg. I don't know how true that is. A lot of the flight apps are showing a lot of private small jets going out of the country, a lot of them to Turkey. I would keep an eye on some of the other YouTube influencers. I will do my best to try and, if I got to come on live, if I got to release a bunch of videos or whatnot, I'm going to do some updates on Facebook. So if you haven't, go join the Facebook page. But keep an eye on the other influencers too. Pinball, for pinball preparedness. His wife is Russian, so she is able to actually get the news out of there and translate it for him. So he's probably going to put out some amazing content on all this. Watch Monkey Works. He's really probably going to keep an eye on a lot of the plane movement and a lot of things like that. That's very, very telling stuff. There's going to be a lot of influencers and the YouTube realm and other places that's probably going to follow this really closely over this weekend. So whether you are on Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, anything like that, this is a really good time to really kind of keep an eye on this. You got to just take everything for what it is. Is it go time? Probably not this weekend. Whatever's going to shake loose is probably going to take longer than a weekend to unfold. Even if they get in there, looks like they will probably about lunchtime-ish here. They will be pretty much at Moscow's gates. We will see how that unfolds. I know that you can get on YouTube and look at a lot of people are doing streamings of the CCTVs and other webcams and things like that. So if you go search for those, you can kind of keep an eye on what's going on. But just remember, take everything with a grain of salt. We're not over there. We are not involved personally. You are getting the information as it comes out. A lot of the people that you're going to get information from probably is not firsthand knowledge. If it is firsthand knowledge, you got to use your judgment. Is this controlled release of information? Is this propaganda? Is any of this, true, false, partly true, anything like that? So just a quick video. Keep an eye on this. This could potentially be very, very dangerous. But I don't think this is go time yet. I think that this has the potential of being really, really bad. But for right now, I think that we just need to keep an eye on things. Just continue to go about your daily business and do your day-to-day activities. Continue to prep. Maybe this is a little bit more motivation to prep just that little bit harder. But with that, I'm going to remind you guys to remain united through all this, because we're all prepping in this together.